Now, okay. So this is introduction to UV mapping. What UVs are the 2D representation of the 3D object. So this is a cereal box. This is, I mean, we've all seen a regular cereal box, so we know what it looks like, but this is what it looks like flattened. This is what they print, actually print to make what you have. And if you look at a cereal box or split it open, you'll notice that it's glued or it's consistent along one side, and then like so all of this will be glued, and then at one part, I mean not glued, it'll all be consistent like one piece of paper, and then like they would glue it on this edge and that edge to like make it there. So this is a yeah, flattened box. So we're flattening our 3D geometry. And yeah, there's well, all of these sort of have the same setup, but they can also be arranged like this. Um, uh, where's some other ones? Well, I guess it looks like they're kind of one or two ways. But you can, what we're going to be doing is splitting this and then like laying down the shells. And so what a UV shell would be is this. Um, okay, so this since this part right here is just the side of the box, this area, if we split that and had that separately, that would become a shell. All right. And yeah, we can split that, manipulate it. And what we can do is we can take this, we can take our 3D object, put it into 2D coordinates. So we're basically, it's going to be like a coloring book, right? We're going to have edges and those like dark lines, right? There's going to be edges all around here, and you're going to fill it in with color, just like a coloring book. But instead with like red or blue or green, you're going to fill it in with a picture. And then the beauty of that is if this was a picture of a Cheerio, I mean, well, it is a picture of Cheerio, but you could change this and make it into a I don't know, piece of steak or something. Just you could do whatever you want to do to change and alter this image. Change the name. You can put your face on it on a Wheaties box. So there's a lot to you can do. Oh yeah, like this. And this is probably a low resolution image, but this is the type of thing we can put on our box if we you know if we would like to. So I'm gonna now go back into Maya and explain this process a little bit more. So if I have a box, I'm gonna shape this in a cereal box shape. I will go get these vertexes and I could like actually look up the dimensions of a cereal box. I'll just do that just for the sake of it. Okay, so they're saying that it's, let me do this. I'm sure. So saying it's 30, 28. We don't have to do this. I'm just like doing to be extra precise. So go over here. Oh, I laid it sideways. So with the width is 8, height is 30, depth is 20. Okay, so that's cereal box dimensions. And what I just did right there, I mean, even though cereal box, we can do that with all types of objects. And you know what? I'll just scale it down just to do it. Okay. So this is our 3D geometry. I can go to over here to UV editing, and this is our workspace. So one thing to note is if I click on this face right here, this face lights up. That means that this face is actually this face flattened. This face right here is this face flattened. This face is that face flattened, and so on and so forth, right? So if I touch over here, these will light up as well. So touch it here, this lights up. Touch it here, this lights up. All right. And one thing to notice is, well, let me do this. If I go to this, right? So I clicked on this. This means image. This is showing you that this is like the picture of the cereal box, but it's not a cereal box. It's just this UV kind of layout that we use to determine where things are. If you look right here over it, there's, all right, this right here, 0, 0, right? So if I click it, it's right there. Now if I move it, it's also there. Okay. And another thing to note is that everything that's here belongs in this grid right here. So there's the cross right here. So nothing goes beyond it. We can work on it. We can move stuff over here, but nothing goes beyond it. And you see how it's lighting up? That is because of this right here. This shows the texture. So, and another thing I want to show you is resolution. So we're looking at this. We see these squares and the size that they are. Now, if I press R to scale and I make this bigger, they get smaller. All right. They're stretching over different tiles, so we're getting all types of splits. See how this one says U2V1, U2V1. So it's stretching way beyond the area, our workspace right here. But the bigger it stretches, the more resolution that we have. All right. Now there's something called automatic mapping. So if we highlight, what it does is this. If I have to select the faces that I want to put on here, so I want them all. So I'm going to double tap on this. And then I'm going to go to UV and then automatic. Now, what this is doing is this. These little planes right here that you see, can you all see them? Yeah, I guess you should be able to see them. But this plane right here, this plane, the one right here, and the one on the bottom, all those planes are like cameras, right? And they're looking at this. They're looking at it actually from this view right here. And they're saying, okay, we're looking at it from the front. We're going to take this face and put it over here. So now you have this face right here, snap, it puts it over here. Then it says, we're going to look from the side, take this face, we're going to put it over here. And if you look at it, you can see how the numbers, it's like exactly the same. How this one is over here. Oh, I'm doing like y'all did. Yes, one is over here and it's by the edge. So you can see that when it projects, it's snatching it from the 3D view, from the orthographic view, front, side, and there's also a back, up. Those are other windows, but you know, to get to them, we have to go to like here and like, you know, but those other views are there. This right here is the top, right? So if I go look at this, it's right there. And the top one, as we can see, it says V2. I mean, there's a view there. And see how it cuts off? Well, let me turn off this. But this is still here. And also something else. If this is too bright, we can go to image. No, wait, that's not it. It's what is it? It's image. Oh, dim. So if we go to image and then dim, it'll take down that brightness so we can see our edges better, which is exactly what we want. But we see the V there. So everything you're looking at here in these orthographic views is over here in our flattened 2D view. Now something else to note, this right here. So we can see that this is the same thing as this. So this is like 2D basically. This is the UV. So it says UV editor, so we know what we're in. And this is just a view. But if I was to take this here, because the 3D geometry doesn't change, we can manipulate this. So this one says 100. We see the 100. I'm going to press W. Now watch this. If I move this, we're seeing different parts, right? So wherever you place this is what you see here. But this never changes. This will change if I change it like this. But if I have this done and it's over and you know it's not done and over. It's modeled and I'm finished and I'm not altering it anymore. That's the point where I now want to put my texture on. So that's what we're doing here. So it's just important to note that where this is, that is. And what your job is going to be, and I'll show you how to do it, would be to split this down into sections just like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in Photoshop and we can add our own material or our own texture. And that's what we're going to do. So our own cereal box, our own, yeah. And we're going to make a few of these boxes. It doesn't have to be just cereal, but cereal is the one we're going to start off with. But yeah, does this make sense to everyone, or is this kind of confusing? Just anybody throw out a question if it's not, because I'm gonna go do this again in the next video and show you how to do the whole thing. But I just want to know if anything I can clear up in these last couple minutes. No?
I have a question.
What's up?
Why do we need Photoshop again? Because I don't really have it.
Oh, you don't have Photoshop?
Nah, I'm broke.
Oh, um, I don't
Is
know.
there
I don't
like,
know about. There's like an alternative program. I forgot the name. It was called like Black. What is it?
well, so what do you mean by textures though?
I'm sorry. What are you saying? What'd you say?
Like you said that we have to use them for textures.
Yeah, we're gonna like how those cereal boxes were there. We're gonna use those photos and put it on this object now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just like out there, the Captain Crunch box or whatever, or the Cheerios, we're gonna be
Yeah.
making that, and then you can put that on the box.
Do you think I could like make that in Procreate or something?
We'll see the process, and you can tell me. So
Okay.
if there's like another kind of Photoshop, it should work, but I couldn't tell you because I don't use those programs. I tried to do some alternative program last time because the students weren't trying to buy Photoshop and it was a whole type of mess. So if you know how to make it, that's cool. But yeah, Photoshop to me is the best in this situation. Oh, well, that's the tool I know to use.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I'm gonna send out the link and I will. Yeah, I'm gonna end this, send out the link, and look out for the next one. I'm sending it now. Mm-mm.